You sign up for a gym membership, $39.99 a month. First month's free. Cancel anytime. 6 months later, you've gone twice. You know it, they know it, but you're still paying. Now scale that across 100 million people. That's billions spent every month on things people barely use. Welcome to the Mechanics of Money, where we make sense of the most intriguing money questions. In this episode of the Mechanics of Money, we'll explore how subscription models manipulate your brain, using behavioral psychology, deliberate friction, and the science of forgetfulness to keep you paying, even when you're not paying attention. Subscription models rely on a simple behavioral insight: commitment without confrontation. You don't buy once, you commit once, and the payments keep flowing. It's called passive consumption, paying for something without regularly deciding to use it. And it works because our brains default to autopilot. This taps into status quo bias, the mental shortcut that says, if it's already in place, leave it. In one behavioral study, countries with automatic organ donor registration had participation rates over 90%. Countries where you had to opt in manually, below 20%. Same people, different defaults. It's the same with subscriptions. Cancellation often requires navigating buried menus or calling a busy service line. It's not bad design, it's deliberate friction. Then there's the bait that we all love: free trials. Free trials are everywhere. Netflix, Spotify, HelloFresh. They promise 30 days, cancel anytime, no risk. But there's always a catch. They ask for your credit card upfront. That nudges you into future mode. You think, I'll cancel before I'm charged. But most people don't. And that's exactly the point. It's known as the ostrich effect, avoiding uncomfortable truths, like scanning your statement. Companies bet on forgetfulness. A survey by C+R Research showed that the average person underestimates their subscription spending by over 200%. You think you're paying $30? It's probably $90. We like feeling in control, but convenience is more powerful. Subscriptions feed us one-click groceries, auto refills, and endless content. Over time, we stop questioning the cost. Worse, we detach value from usage. You might barely watch a streaming service, but rationalize, it's only $7. I might use it more next week. 10 subscriptions later, that's $100 a month. For good intentions, services like Netflix and Spotify rely on bundling, offering a huge catalog for one price. It messes with your brain's sense of value. Buy one film for $20? That feels steep, but 10,000 films for $12.99 a month? That feels like a bargain, even if you only watch one or two. Like a buffet. The upfront price gives the illusion that more is always better, and companies know most people won't do the maths. One example is gyms. You pay to feel aspirational, not necessarily to go. A 2006 study in the American Economic Review found that people with monthly gym plans, paying around $70, actually visited less often than those paying per visit. The monthly fee becomes a sunk cost. You think, I'm going to go, eventually. The result? Guilt-based spending that continues for months. Another tactic is micro-commitments. Small upfront asks that snowball. Start with a $1 first month. You're more likely to continue, even when it jumps to $30. It's called the foot in the door technique. Say yes once, and your brain prefers staying consistent. Back in 2018, I was given an offer by Anghami, which is a Spotify alternative, to subscribe for just 1 cent a month for 3 months. I would have never considered subscribing at full price, but I thought this is too good of an offer to pass. So I subscribed, and I have been using Anghami up to this day. A 1960s study showed people were twice as likely to accept a big request after agreeing to a small one. Marketers use this to build habits, then scale the cost. And once you're in the habit, breaking free becomes harder, especially when other biases come into play. You've paid $10 a month for a meditation app for 8 months, but only used it twice. Still, canceling feels like giving up. That's the sunk cost fallacy. The idea that once you've invested time or money, quitting feels like loss, even when it's rational. Subscription businesses thrive on this mental glitch. It keeps users clinging on just in case. Some companies go further, using dark patterns to delay or discourage cancellation. Think hidden buttons, multi-step confirmations, or requiring you to call instead of cancel online. In the United States, Wall Street Journal and the New York Times require subscribers to phone call customer service just to cancel. No online option. It's a deliberate move. Make the process inconvenient enough, and many people will just give up. And even when you call, they will try to talk you out of it. Amazon, Adobe, and the Times have all faced criticism for these tactics. In the UK, the Competition and Markets Authority is investigating unreasonably difficult exit flows. Until policy catches up, it's a profitable strategy. From a business perspective, subscriptions smooth out revenue. One-time sales are risky. Recurring charges are dependable. A coffee shop might sell a cup for $3. But with a $25 monthly plan, they lock in future revenue, whether you use it or not. That's why everyone from razors to software to luxury cars is shifting to this model. Even BMW offered heated seats as a subscription. It's not about the product anymore. It's about recurring access. So how do you avoid falling into the trap? 1. Audit your subscriptions. Use apps like Snoop or check your statements. Be honest. 2. Remove payment info after trials. Don't let forgetfulness cost you. 3. Choose annual subscriptions. They hurt more upfront, which makes you reassess the value. 4. Ask, would I buy this again today? If not, cancel. No guilt. Subscriptions aren't evil, but they're engineered to exploit your blind spots. Awareness is your best defense. Subscriptions can offer great value, but they become a problem when they go unnoticed. The real risk isn't in what you do buy, it's in what you keep paying for without realizing. $6 here, $12 there. It adds up faster than you think. So, take stock. Stay aware. Build the habit of reviewing your recurring charges. Ask yourself, would I pay for this today? If not, don't hesitate to cancel. Staying subscribed should be an active choice, not a forgotten one. Thanks for joining us on The Mechanics of Money. If you found value in exploring this topic, consider sharing your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Until next time.